everybody. Well, this is what I'm thinking for the new filming area. So like you can actually see where I keep my games, and to let you guys know I have an addiction with game collecting. Needs therapy. But that's not what today's video is about. I've hired a camera crew recently, and they're doing a good job so far. Yeah. It's only the best. So, as you guys heard from the Pokemon Go video, if you guys haven't watched that, link in the description below. I said I wanted to start top 5s, top 10s, and all that bullshit that people just use to get clicks, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Hit rock bottom in life, so why not? I'm just kidding you. Life's great. So today we're here to do a very important topic, in my opinion, and probably a lot of others, because a lot of others want to see certain games and others want to, just people are never satisfied. So me and Froki came up with some good ideas, and our list today is top 5 video games, well, like video game sequels, that includes remakes, that we want to see. So like an addition to like a franchise, for example, like Donkey Kong Country Returns 2, which is basically Tropical Freeze. But we don't need to get into that because that's not what this video is about. This video is about us complaining about games and not being grateful for all the ones that we already have. And I think we can all agree that that's amazing. Right, Brookie?
Shut the fuck up, you stupid piece of shit. You actually take a care about this type of crap? Fuck you, I hate you, I hope you die.
Well, that's good to know, Froki. He's always like this. Right, but we're closer than ever. Yeah, there's nothing I wouldn't change.
Why the fuck didn't you help me up, you stupid piece of shit? How the hell do you look like a Jew, and how come you're a cheap asshole like him? Fuck you, man.
I thought frogs can walk.
You're a waste of space, and nobody loves you.
You know what? I'm just gonna go. Enjoy the video. So to start off our list, we have a Skyward Sword remake for the Nintendo Switch, and now would be honestly the perfect time to do it because of the motion controls for the Switch. It would definitely fix a lot of the bugs that people have been complaining about in the past, and honestly, I never really had a problem with them when I played the game. Just apparently it's a very big issue, so now would be the perfect time to fix that because it's honestly a great game. The graphics are amazing, the characters look full of life, and like the interactions with everyone is just so amazing. The cutscenes are amazing, and don't even get me started on the storyline. It's definitely my favorite by far. And I just find that it would be a perfect time to redo this game and give it a brand new light for a brand new audience, as well as past fans. So I think now is a perfect opportunity to introduce something that could be great. The controls that they could improve on is probably the sword action, because a lot of people tend to have a lot of problem with it. Like swinging the sword around, like it didn't really respond and didn't do a lot of the tricks that you could usually do. It was very difficult to perform a lot of them for a lot of people. I didn't have problems myself, but that's probably just me. And honestly, I think that if they decided to do it, it would make a lot of money because the characters are very unique in this game. Sure, they're the same as every other Zelda game, but this time, like, you actually are rooting for Link to find Zelda because Zelda and Link grew up together as friends, and you were even able to see character development for this little fuck. And also, one problem I have with it is the horny actions that Zelda has towards Link. I mean, look at that little, she's fucking undressing. Zelda, we all know what you meant by those signs. And I wish you could show them towards me. And also, look at this shit. He's a fucking wizard, I swear. He can make things float. If that doesn't scream I'm horny, I don't know what does. But in all seriousness, honestly, the type of items they even have in this game are also really connected with motion controls, and I think they could honestly fix them and make all of them a lot better if they decide to make this remake. And a lot of people would honestly really like it because it has a lot of the most satisfying boss fights in the series. Like, you actually feel like you're killing the thing. I'm not trying to sound like a psychopath. Just you're actually fighting it is how you feel because the motion controls is actually making it like you have a sword and shield in hand. So all in all, it's an amazing game, and I really think it should get a remake. And hell, since they're going to be releasing on the Switch exclusively, I say they add in a little bonus content to like get everyone a little more hyped. And hell, even put like an amiibo capability in it. Like, that would be really cool. Because imagine getting like a few cool characters from Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, like a Groose amiibo. That'd be really cool. So the possibilities are basically endless with this choice. So I think they should really consider it. Maybe not this year because we have Breath of the Wild 2 coming, but I see it happening in the future. Maybe not in the next few years, but it's coming eventually. It has to. This game has like been proclaimed by a lot, and it was supposed to be a great game for the 25th anniversary. So, all in all, let's see this game happen. Alright, next up, you probably saw this one coming. Sonic Adventure 3. This game has been a long time coming because the first two games were a hit and they were actually really fun to play as. Sure, they may have had a few bugs, but for the time, it was really good and well put together. The characters were amazing, and I think it's a great opportunity to be able to like introduce more playable characters in the Sonic Adventure style, like Silver or Blaze. Like, the possibilities are basically endless, and it's a very classic game, and I think it deserves a third game, maybe not a remake, because we don't want to like ruin what these two games already gave. Because the gameplay is very solid in these games, and I really like it personally. So I think it deserves a third game. And if you're thinking, oh yeah, what would the story be? The story could probably be like Dr. Eggman teaming up with a new villain that like we've never seen before, so we can get more new characters that we'd be able to probably see in the future of Sonic games. And yet again, he's trying to take over the world, and like maybe instead of this time succeeding like Sonic Forces, he is like very close, and it's basically not a war. It's a very action-packed adventure with Sonic having to like go through all these parts with his friends, and hell, even a few new characters would be cool, and basically go on another Sonic adventure. All in all, I think it would be a great idea, and I think Sega really needs a win for their books right now. So I think they're kind of running out of time. So I think now or never would be good. Lastly, I think they could like really improve it with the graphics that they have now. I think like they could make something really fun to enjoy. Just maybe we should get rid of all the bugs this time. And hey, maybe this fat ass can finally lose a few pounds in this game. This next one is one that I really want to see because it helped me really get into video games. This was actually my very first shooting game I ever played. I think Jak 4 really needs to happen because one, they have a little bit of free time after they just released one of their newest games, so I think the team should take a break and actually get back to the child friendly side for a video game, and who knows, maybe Naughty Dog will actually make a hit because all the other games have done really well for Jak and Daxter, and I know they got Crash Bandicoot and Spyro right now. I think that now is a great time to make it Jak 4. Maybe do it in privacy and just surprise everyone, because that would take all the fans by surprise. It wouldn't just be for fans, it would be for new audience who want basically a kid friendly version of GTA, since their parents won't allow them to have it. And probably my most request is to bring back Jak and Jak 4 if they were going to make one, because he's just so badass. And this time actually give him a better reason for why he's there, because in Jak 2 and Jak 3 he's kind of just there. Hell, Light Jak got more attention than him, and he was only in one game. Just this time, don't make another abomination. You guys probably saw this one coming. A Skylanders remake or another game. Because personally, this thing made my childhood. This game made me love games. It brought collecting in, which I love, and it was able to bring in awesome gameplay. And I think they could do a great job if they do another Skylanders game, and I think it would introduce a lot of more kids to what we were able to grow up with when this was new. And it still blows my mind when I see this, but it doesn't blow everyone's mind. So maybe give it another year, and I think it will come back. It's just a story that they would probably have to do is if they did a remake, it would probably have to be of the first one, and maybe new characters this time. But if it was going to be a new game, maybe do it kind of like the Spyro's Adventure style, just all original regular Skylanders and none of that Giants, Swap Force, etc. None of those gimmicks. We should just go back to original, because that's when it sold the best. Because I think this game and this franchise has real potential, and all the games are great. Just if they were going to bring this back, I think they have to go back to their roots. Maybe not a remake, let's get just regular Skylanders back for a game, because I really think that this game could be a success again. I think all the characters can come back. And personally, I really hope it happens, because all these characters are so unique and a lot of time was put into them, and you can tell with how well put together the games are. Let's just hope for reasonable prices on the goddamn figures this time. Oh my god, thousands of dollars wasted. I mean, well spent. That's right, everybody. Number one is Super Mario Galaxy, but I think it should be Super Mario Galaxy 3 for the Switch, because the Switch is amazing. There's so much possibility that they could do for this, because both games were a hit. They're probably the best Mario games out there of all time, and I mean that. They are amazing. The controls are nearly perfect, and the storyline is amazing, and just the look of every level just looks so beautiful in the depths of space. Sure, it may not be accurate to space, but it just has this charming look to it. Just looking at the stars for a while really brings you into the game. And the third one would just be so fun, and I would just love to see all those lovable characters back again. And the story actually would be very easy. They'd basically just have to get Princess Peach captured again, because that's all their storylines. So there's not really a complaint there. Then Bowser just needs to find another way to kidnap Peach and bring her to space. And they could even use advanced graphics this time to give it a little more realism or cartoonish. But all in all, this game was amazing and introduced so many characters. They definitely didn't introduce one that everyone hates to this day because it's so fucking annoying in the game. Definitely not. So this game has to be made, right, guys? In all seriousness, please make this and make my titties tingle. I'm done crying. Took me a while, but and many popsicles later, I'm good. So you can say whatever you want about me, Froakie, and I will not care.
You're gay.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm nice, swear, but no looking. No lie though, if dude's looking pretty nice, I'm gonna say what's up. I shouldn't. This should not have been his top 5 video. I could have done something and like this could have changed from a top 5 video to I don't know, ghost porn. I think we'd all like that a lot better. Hey everybody, Nick from NICKRICK Games here, and I just want to let you guys know that everything that you guys just saw in the video, like the skit version before we started the top 5, was all just for comedic effect. I do not mean anything that I'm saying. I'm just doing a little more mature comedy because one, that's how I am. I do a lot more of that comedy in real life, and I just thought it'd be more entertaining to watch. So I'm just trying to add comedy in general, so I hope you guys like this change, and if you guys have any other ideas for top 5s, leave down in the comments below, and if I read it and I like it, I'll actually feature you, make the video, and I'll feature your comment in the video. So if you guys have any idea, just leave them down if you guys want it. But all this is just a joke. I'm going to start doing this a lot more in videos, so if I wanted to do a serious video, I'll let you guys know at the beginning of it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye guys.